Well, here we are, episode 160 or 61, I don't know. On tonight's episode, it's going to be a quick one. 1 hour, one in, one out. That's it. The Wrecking 2, a lot of numbers today. So sit back, enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
The KOFB studio presents Milk Crates and Turntables, a music discussion podcast hosted by Scott McLean. Now, let's talk music. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, baby. I don't know where that's coming from. Look at my screen. What the hell is that? Let's get rid of that. There I am. Ah! Jesus. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast. Thank you, Amanda, for that wonderful introduction. Young Amanda came down from FSU, Florida State University, yesterday evening. She got in last night because of that hurricane that's heading that way. So young Amanda is back home for the weekend, a little extended weekend. And let me get my my music going here in the background. Get some of that little whatever it is. There we go. Yeah. So welcome to the podcast. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. I'm so glad you could attend. Come inside. It's a weird night tonight for the show. We're on Wednesday. It's 7:00, not Thursday. So I don't think people are expecting this. So we'll see who rolls in on the live stream. But and it's going to be a short episode. We're waiting for Lou, but Lou is Lou's busy. Lou's having technical difficulties other than we'll just say other than. So let me see. So with that, let's bring on
Little Marky Smith. What? What? Say something.
Hi, Scott. How you doing?
I'm not done yet.
All right.
Okay,
Finish
I'm
what you started.
done.
what's up, buddy?
Where's that toothless wonder? Where is he?
Oh, I didn't say it. You said it, not me,
I'm
buddy.
a dangerous guy. I love to get the drummer mad.
Yeah, he did. Lou had some cracked.
He had his dental dam put in?
Yeah,
What?
he had some dental cracked teeth or something. Yeah, but he'll still be on the show. He said he's gonna try to make it on.
He'll make it.
Yeah, like I said, we just jumped in. Hey, see, there's Patty, right? She says, "Hi guys, is it Thursday already?" No, this is a special Wednesday edition. Only because tomorrow night I have a veterans networking thing to attend, and that is a priority. Well, It's kind of tied with this podcast. I really, after 160 episodes, I really don't like missing these episodes. You know, like you said, Mark, this is therapy.
It is.
You know,
for me too.
We get to kind of just for tonight. We always say an hour. It's never the time frame we think it's going to be.
Well, it's going to be an hour from when Lou gets on. Right?
Then,
that's probably
and Lou's going to come on. We're like, thanks for coming on, people. We'll see you next week. Lou makes his appearance. He keeps his hit streak intact, right? It's like Cal Ripken, right? Toward the end, didn't he? Like he'd come out in like the 6th inning or something for his consecutive games played streak. Yeah, like even if he was hurt, he'd come out for like a couple of innings, and then he kept it going, and that's what Lou's going to do. That's what Lou is going to do tonight.
Hey, let me ask you something. In the intro, last week when you started using that song, did you put the countdown in last week? I just noticed that this week.
I changed it up this week.
I like that. It's back. Yeah.
I changed it up. Lou's song has been retired. Lou's intro song that it was on for almost a year, I think.
The royalties must have been killing you.
Well, I can't pay him anymore. I can't do that shit. Yeah, Lou had the second half of the intro with his nice strumming and that whole song part of it. But now I'm like, you know what? I figured out that YouTube they won't take the video down. I won't get a strike on my channel, but they'll say this video can be monetized by the owners of that music, which is like, I hope that it is, because I'm not making any money on this fucking podcast.
Maybe they'll take your video and show it.
That's another thing. Like, I hope somebody does go and download that music, or they hear it and they're like, what is that? And then,
what would you do? How crazy would your life be if you woke up one morning and 100,000 people watch this show? You're like, what do I do now?
Oh, I'd be like, what? That would be trippy, man. I'll tell you that. That would be trippy. Yeah, so I decided to, where is this? What am I looking for? Here it is. Recently added. Let me see. This really gets a little weird sometimes. My laptop, my computer. Anyway, yeah, so we don't really have a show like subject matter tonight. We kind of came into this with, let's just do an episode, and well, we can always start off at 45 poker without Lou. Or do you want to wait for Lou, and I can do the?
It's nice to see him lose.
Okay, we can start off then with the you make the calls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's start off with you make the call. All right.
Okay.
I got a bunch of them. It's pretty interesting too, the way this came out. Let me turn that background music down just a little.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on
a game show.
Yeah. Cash Cab. I feel like I'm in.
That show had a little bit of a run, didn't it?
It did.
For a little
good
while.
Show. I watched the reruns.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. You make the call. No, it's not this one. It's the one below. Here we go. All right, you make the call, Mark Smith.
Okay.
Whole Lot of Love or Cashmere?
Oh, geez. Why are you doing this to me?
These these are not easy ones tonight. These are not easy ones.
So you probably would know the prog in me will say Cashmere.
Right.
That's a classic, but I can't. Oh, yeah. I know what you're picking.
Yeah, that I had it like about 6 months ago, 7. I had this rebirth of Whole Lot of Love, and I appreciated it more than I ever have, because it was overplayed in the 70s and 80s growing up, and you kind of hear it all the time. But then when you don't hear it for years, or we all have it, that rare occasion where you're in your car and the song comes on and you fucking heard it a million times, like Purple Rain, say.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're like, you know what? All of a sudden, like your sixth sense pops up or something, a seventh sense, and you just pay a little extra attention to it. You're like, it's a good fucking song. Like, it's good again to you. Like, everybody has that with a song.
It happened to me a few months ago with Can't Get Enough from Bad Company. I was so sick of it, and it came on, and now I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm like, in Whole Lot of Love, I'm like, fuck, it's still a great song, so I got to go with Whole Lot of Love.
Yeah.
All right, you make the call, Mark Smith. Freebird or Simple Man?
I'm going to go with Simple Man because I actually like that song, and I'm a simple man. Freebird just was overplayed for me. But it's a great song, but Simple Man's a very powerful song.
Simple Man's good, but there's very few live songs that are better than Freebird.
True.
The classic Play It Purdy for Atlanta, that totally ad-lib, but it became part of the song because everybody that hears that at that point, everyone that grew up with that song, they all say it in their head, sing it pretty for Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just such it's one of those songs where the live version is better than the studio version.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it's got that long ending, whereas the studio version just fades out,
Plus, it was the last song played in one of the greatest. It's not a horror movie, but it's a horror movie thriller type thing. What is it? Hold on. The Devil's Rejects.
You know, I
At the
never
end.
saw The Devil's Rejects.
Oh, dude, that's a disturbing movie.
My daughter, who loves horror, laughs at everything, no matter how sick it is. That movie bothered her.
It's disturbing, man.
Yeah.
House of a Thousand Corpses is still the greatest horror movie ever made, if you ask me. But there he is.
You put your teeth in, Lou? You put your teeth in.
Kiss my ass, Mark.
Oh, I told you, dude.
Kiss my rosy red ass.
I
Mr.
told
Smith.
you.
Ooh,
Mark
he's in the
started
mood
it. I go,
tonight.
I'm not jumping on that bandwagon.
I
Oh,
appreciate you.
no,
Like,
no.
because you're my friend.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Suck it, Mark.
Yeah.
Put
Penalty
himself-
box.
He put himself in the penalty box.
Hi,
Patty says
Patricia.
hi, Lou.
Hey,
Yeah.
Anthony, Lou's being an asshole on the show, and I better unmute now. Oh, shit. I was
Yeah,
in-
yeah.
How
All
you
right,
doing,
Lou.
Lou?
You just came in. How you doing, by the way? You doing good?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Okay. Lou gave me the call at like 6:40. He's like, hey. And I'm like, here we go.
A lot of things going on. A lot of things. Yeah. Are you getting any torrential rain down there?
We got torrential rain last week.
You did.
I saw those videos of your
Yeah,
area.
where it like the island thing I live on was flood, like the entrance was
Oh,
flooded.
that's right. That's right.
The lake rose up and went around like just, but no, we're getting bands. We're getting weather bands coming through all day. But nothing crazy.
Yeah. The roads here don't hold rain well.
Yeah, I would.
It's the mountains. Everything should just run downhill, right?
Right, and God forbid you live at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, I have, and I have.
I've been saying this for years. People are like, oh, South Florida get hurricanes. It's mostly my idiot Boston friends, right? That are just like they're just haters. Yeah, a hurricane has not hit straight on in 15 years.
I think the west side of Florida has gotten worse.
It either gets turned up toward the Carolinas, or it comes in underneath into the Gulf. Back in the day, you'd see it come straight across.
So
right?
you don't get the hurricane. You just get the afterfall.
Yeah, we just get the tropical storm, which
right.
that's a regular fucking downpour in the summertime in Florida.
Yeah. Well, we're under a tropical storm here now for like until Friday.
Yeah, but where you are, that's like a big deal
It is. It's weird
because they're not used to it.
No. Also, like I said, the roads do not hold it. I'm under a flash flood alert, and I have to drive up to
You know what's
Canton.
funny? It's the people at work, right? There'll be people at work, and it still happened down here when I was working. It's this. I can't believe they made us come into work. I have shit to do at my house. I can't believe they made us come into work. Like, yeah, because the fucking storm's not here yet.
Like preparations.
Well, you must be fun to work
preparations
for.
the. Well, you know, when I was here, like the thing was ice, and when Whole Foods bought us, you know, they were all from out of the area. They were giving people shit. I mean, one time I couldn't get through. I went off the road.
Yeah, ice is a whole different. An ice storm is a whole different thing.
Yeah, but they were still giving people shit for not coming in until one of them went off the road. They're like, no more people driving on ice. You know.
Yeah, but also the job that I was in, like, we're essential personnel.
Yeah, that's right.
What the fuck? You got a badge and a gun and a uniform for a reason.
What were you doing when you were still working and living in Florida? What point of your career were you in? What were you doing at the time?
My whole career was here.
Oh, I thought you were all over the country.
No, that was the Air Force. That was the Air Force. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So once you were at the customs thing, you were in Florida the whole time.
Hey, Bill Green, you got to check out his YouTube channel. His fucking dude is like, he's quietly one of the greatest film editors on fucking YouTube. He knows exactly. I respect him, and we've had this conversation. The way he does his videos, and the way it's so like you don't know that there's setup shots, but the way he does it, it's great. And he's a cool dude. And he just said 160. Congratulations. I'm out of here though. I listen to you lunatics during my driving time.
Is it under his name? His his YouTube page?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Yeah, it's Bill Green.
Bill Green.
But they're really They're done really well. Like he puts he puts in the work, and I respect when people do that instead of just taking a fucking cell phone going, look at there's an eagle. Look, there's an eagle. Look at the eagle. And then they put it on YouTube, and it's like, I saw an eagle.
Holy shit.
There we go. This guy's
nice to
back.
meet you, Bill.
This guy's back. Big
Todd.
head Todd, the wet sprocket.
Hey, it's been a while.
Yeah, well. No,
I'm
didn't
happy.
I tell him to go away last week, 2 weeks ago?
Why are you doing
More
that?
than that. It's been a
I
month.
think I told him to just
We
go
have-
away.
We
Didn't
have
I?
5 listeners, and we devote 2 hours of our lives a week to this, and you're getting rid of one of our
Hey,
listeners.
we have over
Mark's being a-
30,000 downloads. There's more than 5 listeners. I'll
Mark's
tell you
being a
that.
smartass.
Yeah, I'll tell you that.
The drummer made me do it.
Don't don't bring your music relish stats to Milk Crates and Turntables.
Well, we have 0.5% that.
What is our demographic? 60? Like 48 to 60 or something like that. I mean, it makes
Oh,
sense.
Jesus.
It makes sense.
He
I
just
mean,
got coffee up
It
the nose
makes
on that one.
sense.
nice. Spit take.
All right, here we go. Let's get back to the show. Lou, you came in right on time.
I did.
I'll stop back with you. You
Okay.
make the call, Lou. Whole lot of love or cashmere?
Whole lot of love.
Lou is we're still on board. Me and Lou.
That was tough. That was tough.
That,
but I don't
Mark said the same thing. All right,
Wow.
you make the call, Lou. Freebird or Simple Man?
Simple man. Hands
Although I
down.
did argue the point that Freebird is one of the greatest live songs ever recorded.
It's a great song, Scott. It's a great song.
It's one of those, and it's the ending scene for Devil's Rejects. It's the fucking
Oh, really?
song. He
Okay.
did it fucking
Yeah.
great.
And it's the live.
Watch
the
it on
live
YouTube.
version.
Watch the movie. Just watch the movie. It's disturbing.
Devil's Rejects.
The Devil's Rejects. That's the second. That's the sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh,
So if
okay.
you-
I did see that. I saw
Yeah.
that.
So if you
Rob
saw
Zombie
House of
movie.
a Thousand Corpses, you got to watch Devil's Rejects, and then 3 from Hell is the final one.
Yeah, the live version is much better than the studio. 2 different drummers too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
see, there you go. See what Lou immediately contributing.
I'm here, man.
Immediately contributing to the show. Okay, here you go.
I'm out
Mark,
of
you make the call. Comfortably numb or wish you were here?
I prefer to play comfortable. Wish you were here on my acoustic, but comfortably numb is epic. I'm going with comfortably numb.
Wish You Were Here from my favorite Pink Floyd album.
Comfortably numb is just too good. That's
That album.
Gilmore at his. That
Yeah.
might be his
That's
best
Larry
guitar
Carlton.
solo
That's
ever.
Larry Carlton playing, isn't it?
No, that's David Gilmour.
Yeah, no, it is. You can tell that first note.
Yeah.
That might be his greatest guitar solo.
It's
I
a great
think
one.
He does two of them. He does a smaller one, but then at the end, it's a bigger.
Yeah.
I'm not big on that album.
Oh, that's one
I'm
of my
not either.
favorites.
I know, Mark. I know it is.
I'm not that big on it either. Believe it or not.
That's a great
there's-
song now.
Yeah, it's a great album, but I'm not like I don't
It's
go
a
out of my way to
heavy-
listen to it.
It's a heavy album. It weighs on you. It almost put me in the grave.
I actually might want to watch the movie again.
I love the movie.
You know, just on a
I've never
rainy
seen it.
Wednesday afternoon or something. You
I've
know,
never seen it.
Oh, Lou, if you ever see it, the
It's-
animation is the.
yeah,
I've seen
it's-
some of the videos of it on the
Yeah.
late TV shows back in the day. But yeah,
Yeah. All right, Mark, you make the call.
Yeah.
Born to be Wild or Bad to the Bone?
I really don't like either one of them, but I really
penalty box.
I don't really like George Thorogood because he's a faker with his playing. So I'm
Mark,
going to go with
sorry.
Born.
Mark, I'm sorry, but Lou said it. He said it, Mark. I'm
I'm
sorry.
having a day. Thank you, Scott.
Look
Thank
at
you.
Lou. When Lou
Yeah,
says penalty box, have I always?
No, you have
I
not.
ever
You
ignored it?
haven't.
I don't think so.
I don't abuse the privilege though, and it is a privilege, Scott. I want you to know that. I don't have the right to put people in the penalty box on the show.
All right,
Here's
Mark,
this great
Mark, I'm
riff. Here's
sorry.
this great riff. Oh yeah, that's just great.
No, it's fixed. There you go.
Dun, 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 dun.
I will go with Born to Be Wild because it's an iconic song. It really is. You know.
Lou?
One of the greatest rock and roll songs ever. I love that song. I love it.
Not
I
only
don't,
was
I
that
don't get tired of hearing Steppenwolf.
right. Yeah.
They don't
yeah.
tire me. Magic Carpet Ride.
That's maybe we should talk a little about that whole thing next week. Little about like what happened with Steppenwolf
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
John Kay. And,
Okay, yeah.
I'd like
you
to
know.
learn a little because I don't know much about them.
Well, then you know what? You have a homework assignment.
And yeah.
God.
And I think the was it Magic Carburetor. The rhythm guitar in that is so cool. It's like
That's a great
Yeah.
song.
it's a great rhythm.
Yeah.
What was
What
that?
the fuck was that? Oh, my text comes through. No, great.
Go on.
Not only was Born to Be Wild my senior year like theme song, class of '81.
Was it?
It has the line "Heavy Metal Thunder."
Fucking A. You got it.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're great, and those words together just have an effect.
Yes.
Heavy Metal Thunder, like it's fucking powerful.
It is. The lines before the great. I like Smoke and Lightning.
Yeah,
Heavy Metal
I
Thunder.
like
This is
Smoking
cool shit.
Lightning. Yeah.
I don't think they wrote that. I think that's a cover.
Oh, look it, because we ignored Big Head Todd DeWitt Sprock, and he
Holy
says, "Okay, that is all I can stand. I am out."
Man, don't go, Todd.
Look it.
I like it when you
he's,
hear.
He's sensitive, Todd.
Wow.
Now he's
Wow.
so sensitive,
Man.
Todd.
I like
he's
his
not Big
witty.
Head Todd anymore. He's sensitive, Todd. And the 30,000 downloads, 29,900 of me. And I love you for that, buddy. I love you for that.
That's funny.
You redeemed yourself.
All I can stand. I can't.
He's a
stand.
human
Come on.
bot. He's a human bot.
We got two on the show.
Yeah.
I got no, Perry's the AI, right?
Yeah, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He had
All
to do
right.
some. He had to do some serious AI on our last show.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got hacked. We got.
Really?
Yeah, there were some copyright delays for sure.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
something? I mean, it's worth it.
bound
in a
to
way.
happen.
It's worth it. You know.
Yeah, but it's bound to happen.
It's bound
And
to
I
happen.
impersonated a plumber on the last show too. Unfortunately. Remember?
Oh, why
Okay.
can't Patty see Todd's comments? Should be.
I can see him.
Yeah, I don't know why. Is he watching it? It depends.
just
Maybe
moving-
it's from where
He's
he's
on
watching
Facebook
it.
like Patty. They're both coming from Facebook.
So I
Yeah,
take
but one of them is the Facebook page, the Milk Crates and Turntables Facebook page. Why am I talking so fast? I don't know. Well, they'll figure it out. But
Todd's in his car. Is he not allowed to listen in the house?
he's leaving work now. He's in California.
Oh, he's leaving work.
Yeah.
I thought he had to get out of
His
the
wife
house.
sends him to the car.
Go listen in the car.
Okay, here you go. Mark, you make the call. More
Yeah.
Than a Feeling, Boston, or Carry On Wayward Son?
I love them both to
Yeah.
death. I'm Kansas or it's religion to me, so I'm gonna go with Carry On Wayward Son, but it's not Carry On My Wayward Son. It's Carry On Wayward.
Carry
Son.
On Wayward Son.
I'm gonna go with that, but that is tough. I love More Than the Feeling, especially in the last few years.
Lou?
Carry On Wayward Son. I was not the biggest Boston fan. Well,
I
some
got to go
songs,
with More
some
Than a
songs.
Feeling. I
Yeah.
just think, yeah. I closed my eyes and she slipped away. Right?
Yeah.
It's a great, I mean, it's just the lyrics in that are just really, Carry On Wayward Son. That, you know what that reminds me
it's
of?
not as a big musical
like Dust in the Wind
musical
or anything
piece
like
as
that.
Yeah.
Carry On Wayward Son was in a Henry Winkler Vietnam veteran movie.
Holy shit, Heroes.
Heroes. Look at me.
Was
See?
it? That's been forever.
That's been forever. Yeah. But that was
Cool.
a big song in that.
Huh.
Look and see, I know things.
You know?
I know stuff.
I like Henry Winkler.
Not like you guys. I'm not an idiot. I'm smart.
Oh, so
I
we're
admit
idiots.
I'm an idiot. I mean, I don't no problem admitting that.
Self-deprecating. Come on. You're not an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. How's that? Don't short sell yourself, buddy. Don't sell yourself short.
I like Village Schmendrick. The proverbial village. Welcome back, Cotter.
In the stockade.
But I got to go with More Than a Feeling. It's a great song. It's it's my favorite Boston song.
I
when
like
it
the
finishes-
drums on Carry On Wayward Son. It's a great drum part.
But
Yeah,
the end
yeah.
of The Men Who Stare at Goats, I think that was that movie. They used More Than the Feeling because it was about an army experiment, and they were trying to run through walls.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor runs at the wall, boom, and
Yep.
then the song comes in. Yeah,
Okay, Mark, you make the call. Tush. This is easy. This is easy top. Tush or LaGrange.
LaGrange is swampy. I always loved LaGrange. LaGrange, yeah. Yeah, I'll go with LaGrange. And Zebra does a great cover of it.
So does Blue Oyster Cult.
We got him in there.
No, they don't.
Steve Wilson might have done it too.
Blue
We
Oyster
got them all in.
Oyster Cult did do Born to Be Wild live. That was part of the staple of the act.
They did a great version of it.
Okay. Anywho,
Yeah, so I'm LaGrange officially.
they got a lot of nice ghettos down there. I like LaGrange.
Well, when Randy Jackson
LaGrange.
sings it, he's got the New Orleans accent, so he does it good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for some tush. Dusty Hill.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. He's 15 seconds.
I don't think a lot of people know in modern days know he was a singer too.
Listen to the beginning of that. Listen to that.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking tush. It's
got
got
a
to
great
be.
riff.
LaGrange is it's an amazing song, but that rock, yeah, just like he fucking just belts it out. You know, they're just in it. They're in the studio, fucking just in it. You feel it right off the beginning of that song.
And when you see them live, it's not one of those hits
Six
that you get bored
times.
with hearing. You love hearing that song live.
Six times I saw them. It was
That is
fucking great.
That's a boogie shuffle beat.
Yeah, it all is. Like Mark said, it's swampy.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, definitely.
I saw
But
them.
I
on
got to
the-
go with Tush. I love LaGrange. I mean, it's a classic riff. It's a great ringtone, by the way.
Yeah. Lou,
all
what
right,
did
Mark,
pick? Wait,
you
did
make
Lou
the
pick?
call.
LaGrange.
Oh, okay.
LaGrange, yeah.
So, I mean,
Both
you
of
guys
them,
are
actually,
wrong.
but LaGrange makes it good. All right, Mark, you
Mark,
make the
good
call.
thing.
Bubba O'Reilly or Won't Get Fooled Again? This is an old, tough one. This one's been around for a while. Like, which one do you like better? Because those are their monster hits, right? Same
And-
album, too, right?
So I'm going back to when I first heard it, and I had a big old boombox we had in the early 80s. To hear Teenage Wasteland on a boombox with those keyboards and everything, Bob O'Reilly hit me harder the first time. So I'm going to go with Bob O'Reilly, but that's an impossible task to say. But Baba.
Baba
Lou?
O'Reilly.
Bubba O'Reilly?
He won't get fooled again. Sometimes gets a little long on me.
Yeah, buddy.
11.
Again, the beginning.
It's a wimpy ass guitar sound. Ding.
And it reverbs right out.
Yeah.
It still lingers. Well,
Now that's one of those albums that I always hated the production. It sounds like Hotel California, very dull. But they
Really?
recently re-released it, and it sounds really, really good.
yeah. I gotta say, Won't Get Fooled. All right, Mark, you make the call. I've done this one before. I think I used another one, but Go Your Own Way or Rhiannon.
I'll go with Rhiannon because I like witches and I read all those books. So yeah, Rhiannon. I'm sick of Go Your Own Way. I really am. Great lyrics, but
Well, you can go your own way, Mark, and I'll go mine.
oh,
Go your own way.
go screw yourself, drummer.
It's got a guitar solo in it. I love this intro.
I love how
Pure
Lindsey
drums.
Buckingham, he comes in an offbeat.
Yeah, pure.
He
Lindsay.
just
Yeah.
he kind of just jumps right in offbeat.
Sort of the drums. They're weird. Yeah.
Right? You think
Yep.
it's on the fours, right? He just cuts right in at the beginning.
Instead of going right in from the top.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear them do it live? They draw out that intro. It's just Lindsay going dun 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 dun. Dun. It sounds like a heavy song,
And it gets you going. It gets the
right?
crowd
And then all of
going.
a sudden the keys. Come
Everyone
in.
knows what's coming. Yeah.
And the drums, that's perfect classic Mick Fleetwood. Playing tom-toms where someone else would play a cymbal, like a hi-hat.
Mm.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Boom, 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 bap. You know, it's
All right. This isn't my favorite.
he
choice
does get
right
his
here.
respect, though.
Yeah. This
got his due.
isn't my favorite choice. Mark, you make the call. Rock and Roll All Night by Kiss or Detroit Rock City by Kiss?
I'm gonna go with Detroit Rock City. I liked that song when I was a kid more than Rock and Roll All Night.
Mhm.
Detroit Rock City.
I go the same. Actually, I like that song. Actually,
I do too.
feel all right on a Saturday night. I think it's Gene Simmons' best bass playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another great beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You think Gene Simmons played that, or was that Bob Ezrin?
It was probably like Jaco Pastorius. They got all these big musicians in the studio.
Did you see that? Stuff. I didn't know Michael McDonald has a writing credit on "I'll Wait" from Van Halen.
I didn't either. That was wild.
They brought him in to write the chorus, help with the chorus and the bridge, and he never got credit. When you look it up now, he's actually on it.
Wow.
Yeah, he should have sung it.
Oh, wait. Penalty box.
All right, here you go, Mark. You make the call.
Yeah.
Ramblin' Man by the Allman Brothers or Midnight Rider?
Ooh. I like the chicken picking of Dickie Betts, so I'm going to go with Ramblin' Man.
And you can't go wrong really with any of these
both
choices. Any of these songs, you can't really.
Greg
go wrong.
Allman cut a great solo version of Midnight Rider with an orchestra. I don't know if you ever heard that. That was really good too. But
yeah,
Ramblin' Man's a great jam.
Mm-hmm. It's catchy. It's sung well, played well. It's got a great, it's got all those ingredients.
Yeah.
I was born in the back seat of a Greyhound bus.
Rolling down
Highway
41.
Yeah,
41.
Yeah,
it's a great story, right?
Great story. And that's almost like, that was one of their hits.
That was
that might be their
probably
biggest
their
hit.
It was probably the hit for them.
Yeah,
like as far as top 40 type.
Yeah, I think
hits,
that was
right. Is that yours, Lou?
Yeah.
I can't. I never get sick of this.
Yeah.
Talk about a great story.
Yeah.
Like he puts you right in the song, right? Literally puts you right in the song.
Two distinct sounds, Ramblin' Man's almost like a pop hit.
It is.
For them. Yeah.
Two totally different sounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got to
That's how
run
great
to
they
keep
were.
from hiding. Great lyric. I mean, right off the bat, I got to run to keep from hiding. I know that feeling. Yeah. Crazy girlfriend. Mark, you make the call.
I heard that story.
Magic Carpet Ride or Born to Be Wild? We bring it up again.
I love Magic Carpet Ride. And I don't hate Born to Be Wild. Magic Carpet Ride, that's a good jam. That cuts. You could hear a bad edit, right?
Yeah.
They're really jamming Jelson and it just cuts into, I'm going with Magic Carpet Ride.
I'll go with that too. Love them both. Love them both. But Magic Carpet, just every time I hear that, I'm impressed by the interplay, the rhythmic interplay, like that rhythm guitar, where the keyboard, the organs in there. It's really clever, man.
Right. I still have to stick with Born to Be Wild. I still got to stick with that. Let's see. What's the next
Scott
one?
driving through Boca Raton, blasting Born to Be Wild.
Yeah. Okay, here you go. This is Kink's version. You Really Got Me or All Day and All of the Night, Mark?
You Really Got Me. That was the first. It was punk in the 60s. It's a rave up. It's everything. I love it.
It stood the test of time.
Yeah.
And All Day All Night is kind of good, but they have other songs that kind of, and that's a lot of the songs sound the same for one thing, but All Day All Night, that's almost like a compilation of their other rewrites in some way. But I think You Really Got Me. It's just that's a monumental song. It's up there with Louie Louie.
When they did All Day and All the Night, I could see the record company was like coming up with another You Really Got Me. Yeah. And it came from their heart. They wrote a great song, but I could see what the record company was telling them to do.
Their stuff, I mean, I can't fault the Kinks for anything.
No.
Right.
Ever.
Just raw.
Oh yeah, man.
Raw.
Yeah.
Right.
And he had that controversy.
Talk about
years.
good garage band sound.
Yeah. And he had 2 years.
And how easy it was to get that sound. It wasn't complicated. It was an
But it's
amplifier.
brilliant.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's so
it is.
easy that it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like that echoey, reverby, raw. You would think that like the guitar is slightly out of tune. You know,
Then he
just
had
like,
It could very well be. There was no, digital technology. There was no strobe. They had strobe tuners and classic, tuning
has a little
forks.
echo in there, like you're literally in a garage.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, you had that big controversy for years that was it Jimmy Page that played the solo, and it wasn't. It was.
It
Dave.
wasn't.
Yeah.
But that's not Mick Avery on drums. They had a studio guy did all the hits.
Oh, okay.
But the guy that played on those early hits, he played on a lot of shit. But
yeah, I
was
still
it
love
tough?
that.
Tough to be a drummer back then. Great.
I'm telling you, they were in a fucking room. That's all that was. They weren't even in a studio. It sounds like.
Yeah.
There's no fucking soundproofing there. There's a little echo in there. It's just like me, like being in my studio here with. There's no fucking acoustic treatments on these walls. You know.
I don't know if you ever did a show on worst concerts you ever been to, but unfortunately,
Yeah, Black and Blue. It's it. End of show.
Now, I
End
saw
of
the
show.
Rodney James Dio and Blue Oyster Cult.
But the Kinks
Nothing
were
good from Black Sabbath. Godzilla and Don't Feel the Reaper. Don't Feel the Reaper.
Don't Feel the Reaper.
And I'm burning for you. That that was. But that's that.
You're a fair weather BOC.
You're fucking damn right I am.
Well, it's funny.
I was never a big fan. I like certain songs by them, but I never went out of my way to.
I am a new member of the cult, as I have said many times.
Of their two earlier live albums, like one, like my big complaint was they played like 6 songs in a concert. It was just jam, and Godzilla went on forever. So I'm like, you can play more. But their other live album has like 13 songs, which is more of a concert you want to see. There's enough guitar.
Yeah.
And they play Godzilla.
All right, Mark, you make the call.
Yeah.
American Woman or These Eyes? Guess who?
I love These Eyes. I'm going to go with that. And I am sick of American Woman because of what's his name covered it.
Lenny Kravitz.
No, I like These Eyes. That's a really classy tune. Great. It's kind of like Undone. It reminds me of that.
Yeah.
All right. Lou?
Boom, boom. These Eyes. I was in key.
You were?
Yeah.
Talk about in that little stereo on the left ear, right?
Yeah.
Little
guitar thing.
It's the way they recorded it, right? Instead, so if you have the headphones on, that little comes out in the left ear.
I think their records sound good. Their records
Yeah.
I heard was it New Mother Nature?
Yeah.
I heard that on my rainy commute down today. Great song.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. All right, Mark, you make the call. The Boys Are Back in Town or Jailbreak?
The hard rock side of me goes with Jailbreak, but I love them both. Go ahead. Jailbreak's a great riff.
Boys Are Back in Town. Like that waiter band, those waiters band that played in the Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah.
Was there a song called The Boys Are Back?
Yeah.
What was the name of that band?
Oh, God.
I don't know.
The Bus Boys.
That's it. No, I remember what you're talking about, though.
Boys are back. The boys are back in town.
I got the drum roll.
Wow.
That's a tough Irish band.
Wow.
It's a tough Irish band. Those are tough guys.
There's no tough Irish bands.
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know, because there's so many fucking Italian bands.
There used to be. There aren't anymore.
There aren't.
Hey, Scott.
Four
Bon
Seasons
Jovi
kicked
was
ass.
the end of it. And how tough were they?
Yeah,
You'll never win a
at
fight
all.
with Frankie Valli. He's a tough guy.
He's a killer. He's a fucking killer, that guy.
He's a killer. All right, Mark, you make the call.
Yeah.
Reeling in the Years, Steely Dan, or Do It Again? Oof.
Do It Again. The opening is so infectious with the percussion. Yeah. I still love it. I'm a little burned out on Reeling in the Years. I've heard it too many times, but Do It Again is magic to me.
Yeah. I'll go with that.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
You can mistake it for Low Rider.
Let's see. Well, I guess I got to go with this one. Yeah.
Oh, listen to that.
It always reminds me of Santana for some reason.
Sure. Yeah.
The beginning of that song, I always think it's a Santana song.
There's
45 years
percussion.
later, I still think it's a Santana song.
Was there a cowbell in that intro?
Yeah. Let's
Was
see.
there?
Well, let's see.
I don't hear it.
Yeah. What's that one?
There's some hand drums. There's Latin percussion in there, though.
A lot of percussion. That's all percussion.
Isn't Donald Fagen playing the farfasa organ or something? Is that called that?
Farfisa?
Farfisa?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought it was a Greek dish. In there.
That's a tough call, though.
That's from the first record, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both of
Yeah.
them.
So that was their drummer that they had, and that's not Jim Gordon or any of the studio guys. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep. Let's see. Mark, you make the call. Night Moves or Turn the Page? Oof.
Night Moves always wins it for me. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. It is. Woke up last night to the sound of thunder. What a
We
line.
know the fucking lyrics.
Oh yeah, Lou can sing, but I can't. All right, you want retro? You want
I'm a
retro?
professional singer, Mark.
Fuck you! I'm out of here.
It's my ringtone. I have my phone down. People start looking around like, what the fuck?
If you,
It's a great ringtone. It's from Gorillaz. Lou, I suppose it's Night Moves.
Yeah. I don't like the other song. I don't like Turn the Page is my favorite of mine.
Yeah, it's just the big sax at the beginning.
well, I didn't like when Metallica had that kind of a hit with it. Everyone loved the song. I listen to the original.
I like Metallica's version better.
Really?
My, how can you beat this?
You said it, Lou. That's absolute. How can you beat that?
Yeah.
You really can't. Like that is.
It's not even a riff. It's just a strumming, memorable strum, you know?
Hey, Dave Phillips, King of the 45, back from the overrated Aruba trip that he was on. His yearly
Aruba.
30-year anniversary
Oh.
of going to fucking the same beach every year. I love Dave Phillips, though. He's
So do we.
consistent. He's a very consistent man. Let's see. All right. Okay. Boy. This is a good one. I am not a huge fan at all by any means. Barely a fan, only because there's like 6 songs that I like by them. These are 2 of them. All right, Mark, you make the call. Aqualung by Jethro Tull or Locomotive Breath?
You know what? Locomotive Breath is just a good driving rock song, and I love Aqualung, but I'm going to go with Locomotive Breath. And I love the intro, the piano intro. Yeah, Locomotive Breath.
Lou?
He's got him and by the balls. How can you beat that? Locomotive Breath. The lyrics are really great. Good on Locomotive Breath.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a third version of more of a rock song. Actually, no, so's Aqualung, but
Gideon stole the Bible.
that's right. That's a tough one though. Are they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
This is the beginning. Listen.
Oh, I love that. It's haunting.
This is what you never hear on the radio.
And listen to the guitar when it comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is definitely. Last week I had, on the last episode, I had, I think, 22 copyright infringements. Yeah, man. You see how it goes from
Good.
classical to a little
Yeah,
funky,
a little jazzy, funky.
little jazzy, little raw.
Who was the keyboard player in Jethro Tull? Mark? Who played keyboards in Jethro Tull?
And I have the box remix set by Steve Wilson. God, who was in the band at the time? I'm bad.
Barrymore Barlow, Martin Barr, Ian Anderson, and
Jeffrey Hammond. Oh, John Evan played that intro. They had 2 keyboards, John
Sure.
Evan and Jeffrey Hammond. Yeah.
All right, we're coming down to the
Whoa.
home stretch.
It was remixed by Steve Wilson. Totally remixed.
It's a good title, Locomotive Breath.
It is.
I'd be
Yeah, I
called
know
that
some people
myself.
that have fucking locomotive breath
Sure.
at 3 a.m. after fucking snorting an 8-ball and smoking cigarettes all night. Fucking, that's locomotive breath right there.
Dude.
And their fucking mouth is dry and there's no beer. And it's like they get the white shit in the corner of their fucking mouths and they won't stop fucking talking because they snorted a fucking, or they helped snort an 8-ball and smoke cigarettes all night. Fucking locomotive breath. That's what that is.
One after another.
And then just no one's fucking listening. Everybody's waiting to talk. I'm listening to Lou, but I'm not really listening to him. I'm doing a lot of nodding, but in my brain, I'm waiting for him to stop talking because I have a lot to say. Because it's 3 a.m. and I have cigarettes and I have no beer and I don't drink fucking water, so I'm not gonna do that. And I'm just gonna fucking breathe on you, and I'm gonna get right up in your face because I helped you snort an 8-ball tonight, and we're just gonna keep fucking talking. And I'm not listening to you though. I'm just waiting for your mouth to stop fucking moving. I'm waiting for my first, and I'm gonna jump in, and it's my turn to talk. And when I start talking, I'm not gonna fucking stop. Because remember that time back in elementary school in 3rd grade, we were out in the fucking park, and Judy also kicked somebody in the balls, and the teacher came up. Remember that? And then when we were in high school, remember
Fucking
that?
great, man. Fucking great.
That's locomotive breath.
You sound like Mark Maron before he was
great.
on the wagon.
And like Robin Williams said, he goes, redundant, 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 redundant. Oh, and then we drove across the bridge to get more.
Yeah.
Oh,
You sound like Mark Maron there.
That was
That
my
was
cocaine rant.
yeah, keep going.
Oh, you know I could. You know I could. I should clip that and just
really
make it a
should.
TikTok video.
You should. You should. Mr.
I
Scott
think
and
you
Coke.
beat me because until then,
This is me in 1984.
1984, yeah.
you know what you sound like? You sound like Lou on the phones on the old Music Rolla show.
Oh. The old.
I'm good with it. I'm good
Hey,
with it.
those things are going to be classics someday.
I
I'm
like
telling
the
you.
way
Yeah,
Lou
look, I got
talks on the
KTL collection.
I
Yeah.
love them. You sounded great. We all sounded like DJs. Hey, remember that? Yeah.
All right, here we go. It was 3 left. We got 3 left.
Okay.
All right, Mark, you make the call. Sweet Home Alabama, or we're going back to Ramblin' Man. Sweet Home Alabama. Turn it up. Or
I'll go
Ramblin'
with
Man.
Sweet Home Alabama. That's a great song.
Dun,
me feel good when I hear it.
dun.
And Neil Young loved the mention of him in the song. He was like, I love it. He loved it.
Yeah, well, didn't what's his name get buried with a Neil Young t-shirt on?
Ronnie Van Zant.
Yeah.
Really?
I believe he had a Neil Young t-shirt.
Neil
on
was a
something,
fan
yeah.
of the band. He liked it.
Yeah, they had no beef with each other, you know.
They were a great rock band.
They were just speaking their mind. They're like, you know, you ain't got nothing to say. You're a Canadian
I was just a
motherfucker.
Canadian guy, yeah.
Yeah, you ain't.
Lou, if anyone sings an anti-New Jersey song, you and I got to write a song.
Fucking A, man. Robbie Robertson at least had the respect to go down south and learn about the South and write songs for Levon Helm to sing. And the other guys were Canuckians. But yeah, he had the respect. I mean,
That's right.
Dumb Canuck.
All right, Lou, what do you like? Sweet Home Alabama or Ramblin' Man?
I love Skinner. That I'm worn out on that song. I mean, I Ramblin' Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to
I like hearing it
let's
by
see.
car.
I think the drum sound in Ramblin' Man is real weird. It sounds like very echoey but gated and
It's very small. It's very tight.
yeah.
It's a very tight recording, but
Almost reminds me of
it's
Susie
great playing,
Q.
though. Oh, Susie Q.
I don't know.
know.
Wrong song. Wait, some DJ he is.
What's that?
Some DJ you are. You played the wrong song.
No, he didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you were going to play.
The Allman Brothers, Ramblin' Man.
I was thinking of Bob Seger, Ramblin' Man.
Oh,
Rambling Gambling Man.
So you know what? Then I
yeah,
think
that's Ramblin' Gambling Man. You idiot!
Yeah, I am an idiot.
That might be my second favorite Bob Seger song, though.
Yeah, so I'm
All
going
right,
back.
so
I'm Ramblin' Man. I'm
when you
taking
get
can't take your vote back.
Ramblin' Gambling Man together with Beautiful Loser on that live album,
yeah.
that is the greatest
Yeah.
crossover into another song in the history of live music. He plays them continuous, and that goes right into Beautiful Loser.
That's the first live album that he put out.
Fucking
And beautiful
greatest. If you haven't listened to that in a long time,
Yeah, it's been a while.
go listen to that Beautiful Loser, the Ramblin' Gambling Man into Beautiful Loser.
And Beautiful
It's-
Losers, that's a song that doesn't get played enough on the radio. You hear the same, like, you know, don't play what's that with that rock and roll song? Can't stop.
Old time rock and roll.
Old time rock and roll. Don't play that. Play Beautiful Loser instead.
Yeah.
right. Let me see something.
No, wasn't also the sequel to Joe Dirt? It was Joe Dirt 2, Beautiful Loser, wasn't it?
Oh, that movie was so bad. I like the first one, but the
That was
second.
hysterical.
Go get some French fries.
What's the lotion in the basket? That's pushing the edge here.
No, let me see. Beautiful.
You're not gonna be able to get
It
the
wasn't
effect.
Rambling Man. It was Rambling Man, right?
Rambling. Is that Rambling Gambling Man?
Yeah, Rambling Gambling Man. But I'm trying to find that.
Come on.
Let me
With Glenn
see.
Fry singing on the chorus.
Full live, right? Because he starts off and he says, they start off with a new song. This is a new song, and da da da. Let me see. It's got to be from this.
Oh no, God, it's Traveling Man.
What's
It's
that?
this. It's this. Listen.
Gone with the wind.
Yeah, I just had that, but I wanted the whole crossover.
And there's where he goes into it. Yeah, you just played it. Okay, sorry. Live Bullet. His first
Live Bullet. Yeah, that's a great fucking combo song.
That was a better live album to
It's
me.
an amazing combo song.
And his band, that was a bar band that just played concerts. It's
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like the great musicians, but it was just a club act.
Yeah.
Mhm. Bar band.
That caught on.
Bar band.
Detroit's best kept secret.
Yeah.
That's what they were called.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And as big as he is, I still don't feel that he got all the appreciation he deserved.
I don't know. I think he did. I think he got what he. I think he was. He was a little above middle of the road. Like he was always there. He was never a superstar. He was just a good, consistent rock star.
I always tell people about those old albums, the awesome energy, and they're like, "What?" They don't get it. They think of the Bob Seger from the '80s.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, he was, man. There's some heavy stuff.
That song was him with the Memphis guys, but the Silver Bullet Band played on other songs like that. But
Yeah.
he did record with the Memphis guys a lot on Night Moves a lot.
All right, Mark, you make the call. Tangled Up in Blue, Bob Dylan, or Like a Rolling Stone.
Well, this is my answer today with Bob Dylan. It's always changing. So today I'm going with Tangled Up in Blue because I was listening to it the other day. But you're probably going to cut my head off for not picking Like a Rolling Stone. But right now, that's what I like.
Lou?
I know what Lou's picking.
It's a double A side for sure, but right now I'm not going with Like a Rolling Stone.
Tangled Up in Blue?
Yeah.
Really? I thought you were going to pick Like a Rolling Stone.
Tangled Up in Blue is one of my the modern day.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs, if not my favorite.
Same here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say talk about a great story.
Yeah.
He takes you all the way through, right?
One of his best lyrics. I think for like a non-Dylan fan, it does tell a story, and you can,
It's a great story. Yeah, it's the whole thing, the relationship. They split up, on a dark highway night.
Yeah.
And, she went that way and I went the other way. And next thing you know, they meet years later. Like it was, yeah.
And he's working on like an oil rig.
Yeah. What does he know? He does all these jobs. He says, then he say Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And something about the clothes, like Ma made, I forget the exact lyrics of it, but
my mind's blowing right now. Scott played a Bob Dylan song. He's talking about a Bob Dylan song. This is blowing my mind.
Well, there are certain songs I like by him, and I like a Rolling Stone, and I like Hurricane, and I like there are like Jethro Tull. There's probably 5 or 6 songs that I like by Bob Dylan, but I just won't go out of my way to listen to anything else because it just doesn't appeal to me. Yeah. But those songs, those are standout songs to me. So like those are songs I put on my playlist, but I'm never going to listen to a Bob Dylan album.
That was me for years with Doobie Brothers. I like certain songs, but all of a
Yeah.
sudden something clicked with me with the Doobies.
Yeah.
I found that too. I heard some like an album. I'm like, well, I always heard those radio hits.
Yeah,
I think that's Dylan Head is like one of his finest though, because it's
that's Blood on the Tracks, right?
I don't know.
I think it is. That's one of his best albums.
All right, gentlemen, we're ending on a tough one. Yep. This might be the toughest one of the night right here. Mark, you make the call. Light My Fire or Break On Through? That's a tough fucking choice. That is a tough fucking choice.
I Light My Fire is never got sick of it. It's a great jam. I'm going with Light My Fire.
Yeah, me too. Because it's one of my favorite songs of all time.
But
I love Break On Through. It's just that's the Doors. I mean, that's
what I'm saying. So that's why it's tough. There's no wrong answer here.
Yeah,
but you're tonight you're going with Light My Fire.
Just like Do It Again.
Light My Fire was one of my favorite songs. That's
Yeah.
Break On Through is not one of my favorites, but it's one of my favorite Doors songs. That's
and it starts off with a great percussion, like Do It Again.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
well, not even. It doesn't last that long. Like,
no, but it's like
Do It Again
song,
lasts.
You know?
It's and so this is what I've always said from probably episode 10 of this 150 episodes ago. I probably started preaching this. That is the greatest introduction to a debut album in the history of music.
Yes.
This. Talk about setting a tone.
And that's not a bass. That's probably a Yep.
It starts to build right away.
Yeah.
It just builds all the way through the song. It just keeps building. Sets the tone for the whole fucking album.
It's not a rock beat.
No.
Samba.
And
right?
until
It's like a samba
the chorus
beat,
comes
yeah.
in. Well, it's Latin. It's jazz.
Yeah.
So dig this. Adam Holtzman, keyboardist for Steve Wilson. His father was Jack Holtzman, Elektra Records. So when he was he puts on Facebook, he puts little blogs about his experiences. He was 7 years old. His dad came home with the first pressing, like the test pressing, put it on. He said, just hearing that at 7 years old in 1966, was it? It blew, that opened his mind up. That made him a musician. He was always going to be a musician, but just hearing it. Can you imagine a 7-year-old hearing that? And he got to meet the Doors because he got to go with his dad and hang out with them and everything.
Strange Days was released on this day in 67.
Ah, look at that. See?
I saw that on the Facebook tonight, so that must be true.
So Mark, this is you just reminded me of something that I've said this in the past a number of times also. How I got introduced. Now I am officially, gentlemen, by the way, a professional storyteller. Okay.
We do know
Just
that.
So you know this.
Telling us,
I am a professional
I'm a terrible
storyteller.
And cocaine ranter.
And great cocaine ranter.
Indeed.
I have a great memory for that shit. But it was 1969. I'll say let me see. I think it was 1969. And it was the summertime. And we had moved from the projects, the Mission Hill projects in Roxbury in Boston. We were the last white family to move out of there, right? And well, let me see. When did MLK get assassinated? 67?
68.
68. So okay, so it was 68, right? 68. And so we moved to this beachfront town, right? Winthrop. It's a peninsula. It's not as beautiful as it used to be. It's overcrowded, just like everything else. Like Asheville is becoming overcrowded. People find it. But it took a long time for them to find Winthrop, right? But we were renting a house. My father got us out of the project because, again, we were the last white family there. And when MLK Jr. got assassinated, the black people in the projects decided to take it out on us and started throwing rocks through our window and like storming the hallway. Like they were taking it out on us because we were the white family, right? And this is not any exaggeration. I remember this. It was traumatic, to say the least, for a little kid. So
Sure.
you figure I was 5 years old, 6 years old,
Yeah.
right? And I remember this. And my mom was losing her mind. Like, what is she gonna do? So the dust settles, and she tells my father, as though she did not like him at the time. They had a divorce for the whole thing, but she's like, you got to get us out of here. So he finds this town, Winthrop, which is one of these towns where there's no reason to go there because it's a peninsula. It's not a drive-through town. It's not a pass-through town. There's only 2 ways in, which means there's only 2 ways out. So it was a great little town to grow in, but it was 6 miles from downtown Boston. So you had the best of everything.
Right.
So I remember this summer day, and I went out on the front porch, and we literally lived 3 houses from the beach. It was back in the 70s. It was back in the late 60s, and that probably, I don't know, the rent was whatever it was for this house. And I had one of those little suitcase record players, right? And plugged it in, and I just grabbed an album. Literally I remember this. I grabbed a record, and I remember one of the records that we had was the 1967 Red Sox World Series record. Like, it was literally an album, and it had all the highlights from the radio calls, which they lost to St. Louis, right? St. Louis Cardinals. But it was one of those albums, right? Because they made fucking records out of everything back then.
Yeah.
And so I remember this imprinted in my brain to this day. This is how it all happened. This is how I got introduced to music. And I never, ever forgot it. And every time, so I took the needle, I turned it on the click, click, right? The click, click. You had to really jam it to get that thing moving.
Yep.
And I took that plastic arm with that shitty ass fucking needle, and I dropped it, and this came on. And I was fucking hooked. That was my introduction to
Rock.
music.
Yeah.
That fucking introduction imprinted on my brain, and I became a music fucking junkie as a kid. That's why I was listening to David Bowie when I was fucking 10.
Whose album was that?
I don't know. It maybe my mother's. You know, we had a few records. There was no big deal. Like, it certainly wasn't mine, and my brothers weren't much older than me. So it just happened. Maybe it came with the house that we rented. I don't know. But I'll never forget that. And I heard that, and that's a magic fucking intro to me.
So when I first met you, and I said, everyone always called me a bit of a freak because I was listening to Brain Cell Surgery at 5 and 6.
Right.
And you were like, I was listening to Bowie at that time.
Yeah.
So there we discovered music.
Advanced. Like, I was a very advanced
and it was
music listener.
I was listening to opera.
Oh, this motherfucker.
You were going to porn movies.
This mother.
I made that up.
I don't know. Lou was already 14 when we were fucking 7. So
right. I was 8. Scott.
But you know what? You had an experience.
Smell like mothballs.
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 Yeah, but you had a bad experience. I had some bad shit happen to me. And that was like, for me, it was an escape. But it went in my mind and it imprinted DNA.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that intro was, of every song it could have been, that is fucking one of the greatest intros to a song ever. It's so simple. It's just picking.
It's simple.
Yeah, it's so simple. It's brilliant, right?
And
it's effective.
I won't play it because Scott will put me in the penalty booth.
Play what?
House of the Rising Sun.
Oh, I don't care.
No.
What, on your guitar?
I'll probably fuck it up.
Play it. Let's see how you fuck it up. Yeah, I want to put pressure on you. It better be fucking good because my finger is on the trigger right now.
Yeah, I fucked it up. All right.
Yeah, penalty box. See how that goes, Lou? See?
Yeah.
Lou, before your thumb even went down.
I didn't have to do it. I know. Well, it was a self-fulfilling prophecy.
He should have prefaced it with, let me warm up first.
Yes.
And then he would have got a break.
Right.
But no. He gets cocky and thinks he could play it right off the bat. Yeah,
that's because you put me up to it, fucker.
No, then you're susceptible.
Well,
you're a weakness. You're a weakness in this link.
As I get older, I find I have to warm up a lot longer.
The show
in
is
many
only
ways.
as fast as its weakest link. Okay, it's only as strong as its weakest link. Mark
I'm
Smith.
very right. It's cold up here tonight.
Like
It's
a
actually
chain.
very cold and humid. My feet.
You see, you did not preface anything. You just said, I can do it. I would have given you a pass and said, okay, you're getting there. Sounds good. You know?
I stuck.
Yeah. Okay.
I still want to redo my solo on the Asheville Skyline. Oh,
What is that?
me, Lou, and Perry recorded an epic song together.
Okay.
It's our outro theme for Music Relish.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, bring the MP3 next week.
We
Play.
went down
Instrumental
to
piece.
I just
the-
don't want to get kicked off of YouTube for it. Those assholes fucking their copyrights and that own that song. I heard they're gonna fucking come after me. I heard. All right, let's do 45 poker and get Lou out of here. How's that?
Thanks.
You got it. All right, here we go. 45 poker for the people that don't know. Yeah, I listen to the episodes every once in a while, and they're good. Like, we do put on a good fucking podcast.
Yeah,
I do
of course we
believe
do.
that, right?
That's why don't play too
fun.
much shit to get a cut. Like I want it to stand. Come on, we do a good job.
Yeah, we do. And Pat. All right, you know what?
The gauntlet's been tossed.
Patty said try again.
Good for you, Patty.
What Patty wants, Patty gets.
Come on, Mark.
this week.
So
Not
go
this
ahead,
Mark.
Mark. The show.
No,
Patty
'cause you
officially
know what?
took over the show.
Because Anthony, who is a much
Do
better
not
guitar
let
player
the
than
crowd down.
Mark.
Do
Anthony
it.
is much better than me. He's watching. I ain't doing it.
No, no.
Your country
you're
is
gonna-
watching you, Mark. You got to do it.
Patty has been watching us from day one. Are you really gonna disappoint our number one
I like
fan?
this. This is good.
I don't even remember the chords.
Shame him.
That was
C major.
that was better. Right there was better than what you
that
did originally.
I'm reading. I'm reading Anthony's little thing. I
It was-
forgot the chords. Thanks, Ant. Thanks for the crib notes.
There is in New Orleans.
I forgot it. The easiest song to play in the world. I forgot it.
You're gonna let Patty down?
I just played it.
Do it again. Is it Dust in the Wind? Is he playing Dust in the Wind
yes,
now?
yes, he is.
What the fuck? All right, let's get to 45 poker. So I was
Poker.
listening to the episodes and I'm like, let's play. Enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
fuck
Oh,
you.
yeah. Control this, motherfucker. He's out of
The
control.
universe.
People. He's out of control. So I was listening to the episode. I'm like 45 poker, but we get so used to doing it, and we have our, as I say, our amazing cult following that knows what we're doing. But somebody who was listening would be like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
But that's kind of cool. Did you ever
That's a
drop
good
into a
point.
radio show or a podcast and like, what are they doing? You have to learn. You have to.
I
Kind of
do explain it to a certain.
got-
People do get it. It's not hard to understand what we're doing, but
You have to watch the show. That's all
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
You
You'll
watch-
listen, listen enough to know.
Skimmers.
Okay, here we go, Mark. We're starting off with you. 45 poker is, I have a stack of old 45s. Patty Yassi's old 45s that smell like incense and some smell like patchouli. Because she used to smoke weed in her room when she was a kid, and she thought that the incense would hide the weed smell, but it affected all her 45s that she graciously sent me in this retro box that Mark all of a sudden had the same fucking 45 box with 3D green and dark green, and like, yeah, it's the weirdest thing that you had that same box, right? And
I want one.
yeah, so I'm just dishing all her dirt right now because I figured it out. That's why I was in law enforcement for 32 years. I can figure these things out.
I grew up on incense because all my sisters smoked weed, so I grew up on smelling that shit.
Let's see what this one smells like.
The old devil's lettuce.
This is incense. This literally smells like incense. And not any particular, the odor of incense. You know that there's like that. There's one incense that's like the
it's like
standard.
sandalwood or something.
Yeah, it's the standard of incense.
called
And then
hippie.
you go out of the box with like, my wife has this mango incense, right? It's pretty interesting. But this is the industry standard incense smell on this one.
Especially in the 70s, there was
Yeah.
one incense smell.
It's like that. Remember that violet chewing gum or those violet gums people used to have? It
Yeah.
always smelled like a girl's pocketbook.
Hey, listen, nothing was better.
Choward's violet candy.
The greatest gum ever. And I saw a truck, literally a truck, recently, within the last like 4 months. Zebra chewing gum.
I remember.
yeah. That was
There was
fruit stripe,
yellow
wasn't it?
stripes,
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
green
Fruit stripe.
stripes, there was red stripes, there was
Yeah.
blue stripes. Zebra chewing gum. Yeah. It was the worst, but it was the cheapest, which made it the best.
And Lou, your brother thought they were suppositories.
Okay.
Ah. All right, here you go, Mark. Here you go.
All right.
He gets Johnny Taylor, Disco Lady, Columbia Records. Right.
Disco lady.
All right, here you go, Lou.
Oh,
Let's go.
Scott, tell Lou why I wanted to wait for him to come on for 45 bucks.
Because he enjoys watching you lose this game.
It's a pleasure to lose.
I was going to play it originally. I said, should we play it with? And he goes, no. I watch the beginning of the show. He'll say, no, I like watching Lou
I was picking
lose.
on you tonight. I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me.
Industry standard incense. Thank you. Avco Records, which isn't good, but it's a good song. Lou, you get the Stylistics. You make me feel brand new.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought he would.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Stylistics.
There we go.
Stylistics. Yeah.
The sound Avco Records, the sound of young America. All right, here we go. Capricorn Records.
Ooh.
Almonds.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
No, this is a good one.
Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Nope. Elvin Bishop.
Ooh.
From Capricorn Records, right?
No, he was on there.
Elvin Bishop fooled around and fell in love.
Nice.
Great tune.
Just jumped into the lead with that one, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Freeing on my own. That's the way I used to be.
And who sang that? The guy from
Mickey
Star-
Thomas.
Yeah.
Mickey Thomas.
Yeah.
All right, here you go, Mark.
Yeah.
Round 2 from RSO Records. I call it the Pig Cow. The Pig Cow Records Company. It looks like a pig cow.
I smell Andy Gibb.
Yeah, yeah, you do.
I'm thinking Eric Clapton.
Nope, Andy Gibb. Andy Gibb is Love is Thicker Than Water. Love is thicker than water. Love is thick. That's Mark's. That's Mark's.
So Patty liked the Teen Idols back in the day.
She did.
Yeah.
Look at Patty says, you're too funny. She goes, yeah, because I'm right.
Patty was cool.
Patty was a cool chick. Yeah. Let's see. Dave Phillips says, I'm back. A fellow island boy called me Marco Renda. Dave Phillips.
If someone called me Marco
He's
Renda, I'd
drinking
be
again
offended.
and commenting.
What does Marco Renda mean? Is that
There's nothing wrong with drinking.
Is that an insult in a
Do it all
Reuben?
the time.
I don't know. He says I'm back, but he already had like 27 comments earlier on. Then he finally announces that on 28th comment, I'm back. Shouldn't he have started his comments off?
No, it's okay because Lou's brother is not.
Is this out of chronological order? Is Dave Phillips going backwards? All right, there you go, Lou. Oh, yeah. Well, this is going to be a good one. It's a great sleeve too, right? Yeah. Or why can't we be friends?
Oh,
Nice.
and I said it last time. The last Lethal Weapon at the end when they play that song and they in the credits and they show all the pictures.
It's got. I like the word in the mafia.
You know what? This has two records in it.
Oh.
2 war records, right? 45s, right here. Here's one, and here's the other, right? So we have
I get the pick.
We have no. This is the one I pulled out. Is the one you're gonna get. I didn't know it. I just felt. See, that's the other one.
Why don't you tell us what the other one is?
Well, the one I pulled out is.
Why can't we be friends?
No.
Huh?
You know what? I'm gonna.
Yeah, you announced that. I think you're changing the
No,
rules.
I said there's 2 45s in this sleeve.
This fucking thing is fixed. I
Go
knew
to
it.
2 45s in this sleeve, and they're both war, right? They're both war records. 2 45s. I pulled
the
pulled
sleeve.
this one out, and I was like, "What is this?" Because I didn't know there was 2 in there. So what I pulled out is what Lou was going to get. It was random, right? But this is the one he gets. This is the one he gets.
Okay.
So where
I'm trying to break my record of 22 copyright infringements in one episode. So Lou gets this one. Let's see. Hang in there.
I think you're fucking Lou because he had a good pick there.
I would never fuck Lou. He's not my type. First of all,
I'm
He's
a
got
little
his
rough.
mental, damn.
thank you. Thank you. All right, here you go, Lou. This is your song. This is the song you get.
That's her biggest hit.
You got fucked, Lou. He fucked you.
That's a good fucking song.
It's a good song, but
Well, that's a good song, but it's
Why
not,
can't we be
it's not
friends
the
with
winner's circle.
Huh?
Mm.
no, why can't we be friends was a much bigger hit. Come on.
Let's see if that's even the other. Yep, that is the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave. I agree, Dave. You're right.
I'm sorry. That's just what I pulled out. That's what he gets. The sleeve is not the record. Remember that.
You know something? I'm hungry.
Lou's gonna eat some chicken.
Oh, chicken leg here.
Lou's eating some chicken. All right,
Don't
here's
do-
mine.
don't
We
do
gotta
the
get
Jack.
this show
Listen
over.
to
We
the
gotta get
Jack.
Lou out of here.
Don't break it too,
I
Lou.
told you we can't do an hour. We can't.
Here.
It's impossible for us to do an hour.
I know.
All right, here we go. I got Baby That's Back at You. Smokey Robinson.
Smokey.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Mark, give us 3, and we're gonna call it a night.
All right.
Lou's gonna eat his chicken.
I'm going to do where I smell mine because mine came from Westwood Diner Jukebox. So, oof, they smell horrible. They're really bad.
The dusty stuff.
Smells like oil, grease, and cigarette. Actually, they do smell like cigarette smoke. Okay. Who's first? Me?
You.
Oh, London Records. The Rolling Stones, Get Off My Cloud.
Didn't he pull that one last week? The last
You-
time we did
every
this?
I
time
one?
don't know.
I think he did. I
Everything
think
you're pulling, you pulled last week. So
no. I take mine. I don't put them back in the box there. Guy.
Oh,
You ever had someone call somebody guy? Hey, guy.
Yes.
Hey,
Shut
guy.
the fuck up.
I know
Hey,
that very well.
guy.
Hey, listen to me, guy.
Okay, I'm going to do a Scott. I'm
Shut
going to
the
redo the
fuck
rules.
up.
What did it say, that guy?
I'm going to redo the rules. I can
Hey,
pick
guy.
it.
No. Keep it. Keep your fucking rigged. You're not going to win anyways. So,
I know I'm not. All right, who's next?
Lou.
Okay, Gamble Records.
Ooh, what do you know, Lou? What do you know about Gamble Records?
Do you know
Nothing.
anything about them?
I
No.
know
Nothing.
nothing. about
Nothing. I
Gamble
know
Records.
nothing.
They were based in 1650 Broadway, New York, New York. Okay, The Intruders. Do you know The Intruders?
Yeah.
I do.
The Intruders do. Aren't they the ones that do?
The rapper? The rapper.
No. The
No.
Intruders do. I'll
Wait,
always love my mama.
I always love my mama, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
See, I
not
know
it, though, is it?
things.
You know things. But that's not the song, though, is it?
No. So this is either Turn the Hands of Time or Cowboys to Girls.
I'd pick Cowboys to Girls because that was a bit of a hit for them, but it's a stupid song.
Cowboys
All
to
right.
girls. Oh, boy,
Mark, I hope
can
you're
have
happy.
it.
I hope both of you guys are happy with yourself.
All right, just give me my winning 45,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
end.
yeah.
We'll get. We'll get.
Mark,
this
Mark,
over.
why don't you pick War? Why can't we be friends for Scott?
Oh, I can't. I picked that one last week.
Ah, you motherfucker!
Yeah, it would seal the deal for you.
He just blatantly cheated right in front of us.
I picked it last week. Come on.
Doesn't matter.
You
I
Stop
know.
putting this shit back in the box. Keep
Whoa,
it on the
whoa,
side.
whoa. You,
Hey, you! Whoa!
you fucked the Lou.
Oh,
Oh boy, we're both fucked.
There you go.
These are-
Goodbye, Mark. Yeah, there you go.
I want his records.
Who's eating chicken? He's eating a drumstick, and he's reaching over his mic, chewing on the joint, giving the Caesar's thumbs down. What do we got here? What is it?
Like Henry VIII.
The Casablanca Records?
Casablanca Records.
All right, it's
Kiss.
either Kiss, Donna Summer,
Yeah.
or
Village People.
Village People.
Or Captain and Tennille. Do that to me one more time.
Dude, that's what she said.
That's right. I think I got that one last
Get
night.
out of my spot. Yeah, that's what she said.
Do
do that to me one more time.
All right. So you want to read the results?
Yeah, I win.
Lou had Stylistics, War. He had Why Can't We Be Friends? He really did. And The Intruders, Cowboys Girls. I had Johnny Taylor, Disco Lady. Andy Gibb, Love is Thicker Than Water. And Rolling Stones, Get Off My Cloud. Scott had Elvin Bishop, Fooled Around, Fell in Love. Smokey, Baby Back at You. And Captain Tennille will do that to me one more time. Yeah,
That's a winner, baby.
I think Scott won.
That's a
but
winner.
Lou got screwed.
Well,
And
some
he's
will
your
say.
buddy. He's your buddy.
Some will say. Oh, don't try to drive a wedge.
You guys got
don't
this
try
little
to
bond
don't,
here.
don't
I
try
know.
to drive a wedge.
Wait here. I'm going to get Lou mad with this one.
No, you're not, because you're in the penalty box trying to drive a wedge. See? Trying to drive a wedge between me and Lou.
Fun and games.
Because I picked a record out of a 45 sleeve. It's just the sleeve is not the record. It's just common sense.
I think
Sleeve
Mark
is not the record.
He's
What if
wondering why
there's a
you said Michael
sleeve
Bublé.
that you look at and it says
Ooh,
Rolling
Dave
Stones,
Phillips.
get off my cloud, and then it's actually not even a Rolling Stones thing? Is the sleeve gonna win?
I like what Dave
looks like
said.
the
Hearing
people
you,
at the
Mark,
Trophy.
saying Cowboys to Girls somehow caused me to chuckle.
You guys can
Yeah.
talk that amongst
Well,
yourselves.
listen, we're gonna wrap it up now. We're not gonna do anything that we
All
got
right,
to get
Scott,
Lou
can I
out of here.
Say one more thing really quick.
You guys want some
Absolutely.
chicken?
I'm
Let's
still playing
chicken.
this CD every day.
Right?
Every day.
It's a good fucking CD,
And I
man.
stare at this picture while playing the CD. I mean, this picture is
That's weird.
iconic.
Yeah, that's a little odd.
That's Nick Cave, buddy.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's got to be in his 60s.
Really?
Yeah, early.
Close
Or
to it, I
maybe
would
late
think.
50s.
Hmm.
Well, look it up. I don't know where my phone is. Let's see. I'll tell you right now.
I did.
We're going to find out how old Nick Cave is. I'd say 58. Let's see. What do you say?
Oh, 1958. Wow.
No,
I'm
I'd
gonna say
he's 58
63.
years old.
I'm saying 63.
Oh, he's older than you think. He's 67 years old.
67. Okay,
He
yeah.
was born
No
in
shit.
1957.
Wow.
Thought he
He's a-
was born in his he was in his
he was
60s.
like
He had me
20 years
second
old.
guessing myself.
He's a baby boomer.
Yeah.
He was like
He's-
20 years old when he had that first band. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, birthday cake or something it was called.
Hmm.
Yeah. Something.
Don't start with the baby boomer shit. Don't start with that.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, listen, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is a quick show, a Wednesday night show.
Before
You
my
know-
internet and before my lights go out from the storm.
Yeah, exactly. If you liked
Oh,
it,
it's
share
fun.
it. If you didn't like it, thanks for listening for an hour and 22 minutes. We appreciate you as always. Gentlemen, as I always say, thank you for your time. Thank you for your knowledge. But most of all, I truly thank you for your friendship. You have
Impact
improved
friendship.
this show. You brought it to the next level, and we are not done for a while. And yes,
It's been 2
as-
years.
as I always say, doing the show for you, to quote my favorite artist, Morrissey, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. And we should be back next Thursday night. And maybe for the winter or the fall, maybe we'll see how the schedule works. Maybe we'll move it to a Wednesday or
Well, that's
stay
funny.
Thursday.
On November, almost every Thursday, I have rehearsals.
So, all right, you know what? We could, for November, I'm going on a cruise on the Icon of the Sea from November 2nd to the 9th. So
Nice. Where you
that
going?
week is, I don't know. My wife books these. Dr.
Nice.
Vera books these.
Okay.
We got this room with the pad, it's a balcony, but it's not like the sliding glass door balcony. It's the room extends out and you hit a button and the glass, so top half of the glass drops down.
Wow.
Yeah, the Icon is fucking insane. Go watch a video on that thing.
Cool.
I'm just low working class. I've never been on a cruise and I never will.
Until I met my wife, I never was on a cruise. I had no desire to. Now, she's the cruise junkie, and I just
Good.
am
Go
happy
for
to
it,
go
man.
along for the
Enjoy
ride.
it. Enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. They are fun,
Yeah.
and they're not what you just don't ever go on Carnival cruise.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You'll get Legionnaire's disease.
In the cruise world, the word is when there's a Carnival cruise ship in port. It's the ghetto of cruise
Oh,
ships.
so that would probably be for me because I'm low
Yeah,
class.
you get what you pay for, and it's like it's the crowd is the crowd.
As long as they got Yellowtail, I'm happy.
It's
Yeah.
affordable.
Yeah. Well, they got yellow piss wine. That's what I heard on Carnival. Yeah. So yeah. Well.